Is going on, guys? Give me 1 second here. I'm in my car. I'm actually leaving work. Breaking down. All right. What is going on, guys? My name is K-Dogs Kennel, and welcome to another episode of Rapid Reaction. Would have came up earlier, but I was at work. Going to be breaking down the Green Bay Packers 27-18 victory tonight over the Washington Commanders to improve to 2-0 on the 2025 NFL season. And I got to tell you, man, if you're a Packers fan, you have to be loving what you're seeing right now. We have had two games against two very strong opponents. We beat the Lions last week, and we beat the Commanders this week. This is a team that was in the NFC Championship game last year. If that just goes to show you, the impact here that we've got right now. I mean, we're sitting at 2-0. We have 10 days off now until we hit the road, play the Cleveland Browns in week 3. I think it is just such an amazing feeling right now to be 2-0. This is a different kind of 2-0. The Packers have gone 2-0 before, but not to this extent. Not to this extent to where our defense is playing well. Offense, I'm not 1,000% sold on Green Bay's offense right now. It's just the way penalties were an absolute killer. Last I saw, we had 8 or 9 penalties tonight. It was absolutely ridiculous. We've got to clean that kind of stuff up. Looking at the game, actually, I did something different I didn't do last week. He kind of broke this down. Packers started off the scoring in the first quarter with Romeo Doubs with a 5-yard touchdown pass from Jordan Love to take a 7-0 lead. Going into the second quarter, Josh Jacobs added to the lead with a 2-yard touchdown run to make it 14-0. Matt Gay hit a 51-yard field goal for the Commanders, cutting the lead to 14-3. Matt Gay actually missed a couple field goals in the second quarter as well. Could have been a much different ball game in halftime. It should have been 14-9, but because of those misses, it wound up being 14-3 at halftime. Brandon McManus would hit a 22-yard field goal in the third quarter. McManus would miss the kick too, and then all of a sudden I kept seeing all this crap on Facebook, and I was like, I thought we had a kicker. It's like, dude, shut the fuck up. He missed one field goal tonight. Not the end of the world. Fourth quarter is when the game really kind of broke open. Zach Ertz caught a 20-yard pass from Jaden Daniels to cut the lead to 17-10. The Packers would respond with an 8-yard touchdown reception from Tucker Kraft. Added a 56-yard field goal to make it 27-10. And then Deebo Samuel caught a Quandale, what's up? Deebo Samuel caught a 10-yard touchdown pass from Jaden Daniels, 2-point conversion to make it 27-18. A couple injury notes in the game. Jaden Reed suffered a shoulder injury in the first quarter. Did not return. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with that. Caught a touchdown pass in the first quarter that happened to be nullified by a Packers penalty early in the first quarter. Really, like I said, going to be real interesting to see what they do and how that's going to come into play down the road. I mean, I'm sure he'll get imaging done. He'll probably get an MRI kind of thing just to see the damage to the shoulder if he's going to miss any kind of significant time. And sorry, hello. Also, toward the end of the game, Austin Eckler. No, DoorDash, but you can get out of my chat, dude, because I don't do that kind of crap, so you can go bye-bye. Austin Eckler suffered a lower leg injury, a non-contact injury, which I always hate to see that. Not sure if it is an ankle, could be an Achilles, could be an ACL, not really sure on that. I got a feeling Eckler might be done for the year based on what the injury could be with that. Talking about some stats and whatnot, the Commanders, Jaden Daniels went 24 for 42, 200 yards, threw a couple of touchdowns. He didn't look bad, but I'm going to tell you the defense, again, played very well. The Commanders only amassed 51 rushing yards, 51 total yards between three running backs. That's what the Packers have lacked for years, is a run defense. It's unfathomable that in 2 games they held the Lions to like 50 some yards rushing. Now they've held the Commanders to 50 yards rushing. Interesting to see what they're going to do with the Browns in week 3. I'm not going to sit here and say the Packers are going to go 17-0 because they're not. They're not. It would be great. But I'm going to tell you right now, the number 1 team, the number 1 threat to the world champion Philadelphia Eagles is the Green Bay Packers. If that defense can play like it's played this last 2 weeks, we face Philadelphia. I want to say it's like week 8, 9, or 10. Somewhere in that area, Packers and Eagles are going to collide. And I'm going to tell you, that could be your NFC Championship game. I'm just being real. Just being real. Return, please. I'm literally right here. I haven't gone nowhere. We're still on the air. Jordan Love, 19 of 31, 292 yards, a couple touchdowns, no turnovers for Jordan Love. Credit to him on that. Josh Jacobs led the ground game, 23 carries, 84 yards, and a tutty. As far as receiving goes, for the Packers, Tucker Kraft caught 6 catches for 124 yards and a touchdown. Zach Ertz led the receiving for the Commanders with 6 catches for 64 yards and a tutty. But there is that, guys. And again, if you are a Packers fan, you absolutely have to be elated right now. 2 powerhouse teams in the NFC, Detroit, Washington, and the Packers beat them within a span of 5 days. And now, like I said, now you've got a 10-day layoff until the Packers and the Browns play in week 3. Week 4, they go to Jerry's World. They face the Cowboys. It's very probable that the Packers could go into their week 5 bye week 4-0. I mean, seriously. As a Packers fan, what more can you ask for right now? The Packers, a week before the season, they got Micah Parsons in a blockbuster trade, and that's the kind of thing you can only dream about. Because how many times have the Packers been involved in these big name trades? Only to, at the last minute, they pull out of it. They don't execute. They don't offer enough or whatever, and the big name goes somewhere else. Well, this time, we landed the big fish. We got Micah Parsons. He has transcended that defense. Tonight, didn't do a whole lot. I think he had like 2 or 3 tackles. He had a half a sack. Him and Edgerrin Cooper collaborated for a sack in that game. At some point in time, whenever I get a Sunday off or get a Packers game off, I do want to do a watch party live stream. I would show like the simulcast or whatever, or the gamecast or whatever, and I would watch the game. You guys could follow along through that. That's one of my plans to do. Okay, seriously, and sorry, you are. Yeah, don't spam my stuff. Yo, Morgan, just subscribed. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. But like I said, as a Packers fan, you have to be elated right now with what we have seen in the first 2 weeks of the NFL season. Like I said, I can't. Hello from Oklahoma. Well, hello from Illinois. And you're an Eagles fan. I'm going to tell you. I'm not, everybody and their mothers, Packer fans all over the place just destroyed the Eagles after that wild card game. And I'm like, you know what? You can make all the excuses in the world. But what they did, what the Eagles did, in their road to the Super Bowl, it was awesome. Hello from Turkey. Wow, very nice. Well, welcome in from Turkey. Like I said, Packers are good too, bro. I'm going to tell you, I feel good. I feel good about them this year. I really do. I literally just said just a few minutes ago, I do believe the Packers this year are the front runners to actually, let me start my car here. That way I can get the light back on. There we go. Sorry, I'm still at work. Like I said, I had to I wanted to record this earlier, like when the game was over, but I'm like, nope, I can't do it until I get off work. But yeah, the first 2 weeks, like I said, they've been outstanding. And like I said, if anybody is a front runner to Philadelphia, it's got to be Green Bay. It just does. Not saying that they're better than Philadelphia, because like I said, right now, nothing matters until February. Whoever is in Super Bowl 60, or if the Eagles get there, if somebody can beat the Eagles, guess what? They're the new best team in the league. But right now, the best team in football is the Philadelphia Eagles right now, because they're the world champs. I mean, and Kansas City and Eagles, yes, that is going to be a lights out game. I am hoping for a Eagles win on that. But yeah, the Chargers, yeah. I'll have, we already did, my wife and I did week 2 picks a couple days ago. We'll definitely have week 3 picks up as well. What is my favorite NBA team? I am a Dallas Mavericks fan. Mavericks could cook this year. If they could stay healthy, Cooper Flag and all that stuff. But anyhow, guys, I'm going to get off here so I can get my happy butt home. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already. Give this video a thumbs up if you would. I've seen 6 thumbs ups in this video. Thank you so very much. I will be live tomorrow morning with more Final Fantasy 16. Do not miss that. But yeah, y'all have an amazing night. Go Pack Go. Could not be prouder. 2-0. Love it. Absolutely love it. We'll catch you guys tomorrow morning for the live stream. Final Fantasy 16 on Final Fantasy mode. Don't miss it. We'll catch you guys first thing tomorrow morning. Take care.